Hi everyone, and welcome to the first preview from myself for the 21-22 season. Leeds United, second season back in the Premier League. Thank you for tuning in. Please, if I can ask you to hit the like button, hit that subscribe. Let's keep the numbers climbing. All Leeds TV was set up as a channel for fans, by fans. And yeah, we just want to keep bringing fun as well as coverage, and obviously things like these previews and obviously match reviews and everything else, and then watch-alongs when we can. So yeah, I think the first thing to mention before we get into the game itself is fans are back properly. And I think this is good for all of us, whether it's fans that are actually back in the grounds, who are lucky enough to get tickets, or when we're at home have season tickets or manage to grab a ticket. Or for those of you that are further afield or can't get to games for whatever reason, I just think it's really important for all of us that fans are back in the ground. I think with our fan base and how we are, I think that's going to make a massive difference in this second season back in the Premier League. It's very, very exciting. I think we're going to see new levels from some players that we've got with the fans there. So yeah, I think it's just a really exciting time. And just as a collective fan base, whether it's watching on the TV, listening to fans in grounds, or being there, it's just exciting. And remember, if you can't get to games, then keep your eyes on All Leeds TV, because there will be some watch-alongs coming up throughout the season where you can join us, chat, comment, have a bit of a laugh while we sort of try and commentate on the game and let you know what's going on. But let's concentrate on the matter in hand, and that is the small matter of Manchester United versus Leeds United. Opening game of the season, away at Old Trafford on Saturday. I think it's a 12:30 kickoff, if memory serves me correctly. I would like to say at this point that before the fixtures came out, I predicted Man United away as the first game of the season. And yes, I will continue to be slightly smug about that. So I want to keep these previews quite short. I don't want to bore you all to tears for half an hour at a time. So it's nice and punchy. So I'm going to get on to, firstly, what I think our lineup will be. And what you'll find with my previews are that I'll tend to concentrate on just Leeds United. The other side may get the odd mention when we come to talking about how we're going to go about things, how we're going to face them up. But if I'm brutally honest with you, I don't watch a massive amount of football outside of Leeds. Not that it doesn't interest me, it's that it bores me, especially now we're playing Bielsa ball. I can't sit and watch hours and hours of other games. So I'll watch the so-called bigger game, but if it's not Leeds, then I'm sort of a bit half-arsed about it. But so I'm going to run through what I think my lineup will be to take on Man United. Then we'll discuss 2 or 3 positions within that team that I think are crucial for us to get a result at Old Trafford. And then I'll give a bit of a prediction at the end. And I'm going to fess up now. I've sort of got 2 predictions because my heart says one thing and my head says another. But we'll get there in a bit. So for me, and this is just my opinion, no need to rag me out in the comments or anything else. This is just who I think Marcelo will go with on Saturday. In net, obviously, is the Iceman, Meslier. Superb first season in the Premier League, and the kid's going to go from strength to strength. Obviously, we've brought Klaassen in as a number 2. Hopefully, he will push Meslier to improve further, to keep hold of that number 1 shirt, which is only good. Competition in places, in every position, is only good for the team. So, yep. That's good news. Ayling at right back. I think it'll be Robin Koch at right centre back. Looks like Llorente is going to miss out from all the whisperings I'm hearing after getting injured in pre-season. I don't think it's too severe, but might keep him out for a couple of games. But we'll see. We never know, do we? At left centre back, this will wrangle some people, but I think Marcelo goes with Coops. I think he's looked decent in the couple of games he's played in pre-season. Didn't even mind him at left back. Thought he was pretty good. But I do think he'll go with Coops at left centre back, which means obviously that Pascal probably slightly unluckily will miss out and will find himself on the bench. A lot to come from Pascal this season and beyond. It is where he will get his game time. We've got a hell of a player there. And then at left back, this is one of the sort of positions that I'm not so sure about, because Firpo's been missing the last couple of friendlies. Apparently he's carrying a slight knock. I think if he's fit, then he will play left back. If he isn't fit, then we'll see Stewie Dallas slot in there, I would imagine. I mean, there is even potentially a case that Pascal plays at left centre back, and if Firpo's not fit, Coops goes in at left back. But I don't see it myself. But you never know. We can never massively preempt a Marcelo lineup. But so if Firpo's fit, I think he starts at left back. If he's not, I probably predict that Stewie Dallas will go there. So that's a back four. In front of them, quite clearly, is Calvin, back from a fantastic Euros. And hopefully, and I'm sure we will see him kick on in this second season back in the Premier League. The kid just goes from strength to strength. Absolutely vital to the way we play football. And we all love him to bits, you know what I mean? Leeds through, Leeds boy, and just gets it and gets the club. So Calvin in that pivot in front of the defence. Then in central midfield, I've gone with Mateusz Klich. I think in pre-season, he's looked back to himself. He looks fitter again. He looks hungry. And a fit and hungry Mateusz Klich is a hell of a footballer. So it's really nice to see him back to something like his best, hopefully, and hopefully carries that into the actual season. And then alongside him, it's either going to be Stewie Dallas if he doesn't play left back. I think Bielsa will always find a place for Dallas in this team. So if he's not in at left back, he's going to be in central midfield. Obviously, if Dallas does end up at left back for Firpo, then Rodrigo will come in and play there. Speaking about that central midfield position, I still think we need to bring someone in. I think the club will bring someone in before the end of the transfer window. I think that's where we look a little light. But for now, I think it'll either be Klich and Dallas or Klich and Rodrigo, depending on that left back position. Out on the right wing will be Rafa, and he's one of the players I'm expecting massive things from this season. I think he's going to be one of those players with fans back in the ground that is just going to find another level. The lad's a performer, but not only is he a performer, I love his attitude to the game. He's not. We couldn't be winning 3-0, but if he's not got an assist or got a goal or having a particularly superb game, he's mad and he's angry and he wants to go change the game and affect it positively. So, and that's only good. So big things to come from Rafa this season, definitely. Love him to bits. I can't wait to see him in the flesh at Ellen Road. I just think it's going to be something special. It's been a long time since we've seen players of his calibre at Ellen Road performing. On the other side will be Jack Harrison. And again, I think we're going to get a massive season from Jack. I really do. I think he's looked bang at it in pre-season. I think everyone saw his videos, again, going away in pre-season. I'm sure working with his counsellor, because Jack's openly admitted that confidence is a bit of a thing for him. His head can get the better of him. But he was in America training as well before he went away on holiday with his other half. And I think Jack gets a look at the England squad this season in the run-up to the World Cup. I really do. I think Southgate will at least have a look at him, and I think he fully deserves it. And then up top will be Paddy. And already the knives are out for Paddy, not from Leeds fans. I think we've got a united fan base behind Paddy now. I think that break of fans being there, he's one of the players who it's done a lot of good for. But I think now with a united fan base behind him, I think we're going to see good things from Paddy. I've heard already from so-called pundits and ex-professionals or second season syndrome, Bamford won't have as good a season as he did last season. Well, they were all at him before he'd even kicked a ball back in the Premier League with Leeds United. He was never gonna do it, etc., etc. But I think that drives Paddy on. I really do. I think it drives Pat on, and I'm hoping he hits the 20 goal mark this season. He could have hit it last season with from not being unfortunate with some rats VAR decisions and stuff like that. So yeah, it'll be Paddy up top. We know what he brings to this side. It's not just his goals, it's his work rate, it's his pressing from the front. And we know how much Bielsa believes in him. So fully expect that number 9 shirt to be up top and present in the first game against Manchester United. So it is Man United. They are going to be thinking about pushing for the title this year. I still think they're a bit too far away from City and Chelsea, but they are going to look, obviously it's Manchester United, they're going to be thinking about going for the title and definitely hitting Champions League. But I think over the last few years, there've been slightly slow starters to the league. I think they're missing some players. I think Rashford's out. I think Sancho will probably only start on the bench from what I'm seeing. And a couple of others out as well, I think. So, and it's always a good for me, I think it's always a good time to play one of the so-called bigger teams first game of the season. I think we'll be fitter than them. And as long as we don't start like we did against them last season, where Scott McTominay turned into Prime Zidane for 3.5 minutes or whatever it was, and we just let him wander through us. As long as we're we're in the game, first 10, 15, we don't let it run away with us, which I don't think we will this time. We know Bielsa learns, he studies the game, he'll be fully aware of what's coming, and I think we'll be better prepared this time. So I think there's an opportunity there, I really do. But I think the 3 or 4 positions that are essential for me in our team are Mellier's obviously got to have a good game, I think. And the front 4 in front of him collectively, I think, have got to be strong. I think they've got to be led well by Coops, if indeed he does start at left centre-back. The big one, one of the big ones is Calvin. We know how important he is. We know what a job he did on Fernandes at the game at Ellen Road last season. Just shut him down completely. And I think Calvin's going to have a similarly good game against Fernandes to keep him quiet. I think when Fernandes gets shut out, I think Man United can struggle for ideas. So, you know, I'm sure we'll find Calvin pretty much stood on Fernandes for 90 minutes. The other position that's really important for me because of how I think we'll go at this game is Rafa. I think on the transition from them attacking, from us coming out of defence and getting at their back 3, back 4, whatever it may be, I think Rafa's imperative. And Jack on the other side as well. But I think Rafinha's got more ability to unlock doors, take that player on, get in behind. So I think it's a massive game for Rafa, and I think he'll dine out on it. I really do. I think he'll be huge for us in the transition. And then obviously Paddy up front. If chances come, we need him to take them. I'm sure he will. I'm backing him. He will get an opportunity at some point in the 90 minutes, and let's hope he just sticks it in the onion bag. I'm so excited for it. Gutted I didn't get a ticket, but end of the day, it's only 3,000 people. And we can't all have one, can we? But we will be doing a watch along on All Leeds TV. So make sure you tune in for that if you're not at the game. If you are going, enjoy it. Do you know what I mean? This is us back in the Premier League proper now with the fans back. Enjoy it. Get into not our team, their team and their fans, and have a great day. So what we're coming up to 15 minutes. So I told you keep it pretty short and sweet. So my prediction 1 is, if I'm going with my heart, opening day of the season, I'm going 2-1 Leeds. For the reasons I said earlier, you know, first game syndrome, they're missing a couple. I think our fitness will be a better level. So I'll go 2-1 Leeds. My head says 2-2. I can't predict a Man United win, do you know what I mean? It's not in my DNA. So heart says 2-1, head says 2-2. I'd snap your arm off for a draw right now. I think it'd be a great start to the season for us. Games like this I don't think will define our season. But if we want to push on and attack those lower European places, then these are the games where grabbing a point or even a win, every point's vital, right? So, yeah, I'll stick my neck out and say, no, bolster it. Let's go 2-1 Leeds, eh? I have said 2-2 for the official predictions on All Leeds TV because I don't want to be doing any forfeits. But on here, on my preview, let's go 2-1 Leeds. Let's get a shock in early doors, a so-called shock. If it does happen, pundits will go into meltdown again, do you know what I mean? But if the worst happened and we end up getting a slap in, I just hope that everyone understands that these games won't define the season. It's only the second season back. Us as fans, we can get carried away and we can want Europe and everything else. That's our job. That's what we do. Our job is to be excited, to love watching this football club back in the Premier League, or whichever league it's in. You know, a lot of us were there, you know, Yeovil away or wherever, just in the siling down rain and wind. But it's we back the team, we back the club. So we can scream about Europe, but I'm sure the aims of the club internally are probably not different. I think there'd probably be a slight inkling that they want to push on and maybe grab that Europa Conference spot. But second season back is all about just consolidating in the league. I think most people, if we said, oh, you'll finish 9th again, I think if we put our sensible heads on and withdrew the passion out of it, we'd be like, yeah, I'll take it. But let's push on, let's have a go. Let's see what the season brings. Just be excited, enjoy it. Let's not get too despondent if it doesn't go our way, but let's party like insert bleeps if it does go our way, because this is the old enemy, right? This is when we got promoted and Coops lifted that trophy in the Championship. It was these games that we wanted back. So let's just enjoy them. And I'm so hypocritical because I'm sat here saying, oh, let's just enjoy them. I'll be a bag of nerves on Saturday and probably no doubt sit my head in my hands at times and all the rest of it. But yeah, let's just get amongst it. Let's enjoy it. Let's have a great season here on All Leeds TV with everyone. We really appreciate everyone joining in. Get your comments in. Let me know your predictions for the game, what you think your starting 11 will be, what you see as important in this game. How do we get something out of it? What are your opinions? Like I said at the beginning, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let your Leeds friends and family know about All Leeds TV. It's going to be a great season. Loads of content coming up. Some of it fun and a bit light-hearted, and then there'll be things like this where we discuss, you know, football in a bit more detail. It'll be a mixed bag, something for everyone. Have a great rest of the week. If you work with Man United fans, which I'm sure you do, because there's tons of them about, enjoy the banter. And let's just have it. The season's here. So exciting. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. I think Oscar will be doing a preview as well. I'm sure he'll probably concentrate a bit more on the opposition as well. We know Oscar, he likes to be analytical and get into the weeds, which is great. Something a bit different from what I've discussed. But yeah, have a great week, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I'm going to sign out and hit the gym. Enjoy. See you later. Thanks, guys.